Okay, students, I want to show you how to do one of this week's extra assignments. First of all, the first thing is in Math Playground, and it's called Area and Perimeter. It's this kind of game exercise activity right here. So you will select that, and up will come finding the area and perimeter of rectangles. And as you can see, it's an interactive lesson. So it gives you some videos that you have to read, and you will click through each side by selecting next. When you go to call this up, if it doesn't come up right away and you can't get it to play, I'll show you where you need to fix it. So if I make this smaller, there's a lock button right here. If this comes up and it says flash blocked or something like that, all you need to do is go to this lock, and this will say blocked. You need to allow it. Sometimes it's not that easy. Sometimes you have to go to site settings right here, and you'll get all kinds of crazy stuff. And you just look down here for where it says flash, and then you'll go to allow. Then you shut this. It's up here in this tab right here. And when you come back here and refresh your browser, it should then come up and play for you. So I'm going to make this full screen again. Okay, so if you'll see, if you push play, it takes you through a bunch of slides, and it's about Amy and Ben and what they want to do in their backyard. You want to go ahead and skip through the video. You did really well in the Khan Academy Area and Perimeter. Go right ahead. I am not there with you. I can't force you to do it. So you can just skip it. It'll take you out of there to your turn to practice. So you will go to next at this point and fill in these answers. I would like it if you wrote them down on a piece of paper and sent it to me somehow. You could just send me a message, a class comment. I'm not making you do that, but it would be nice if you really did do this. There's no way I can check on you though, so I am going to be honest about that. So after you fill in the question, so you read it, you give the length, the width, the area, and the perimeter. Notice how they square. This is the big kids' way of saying square centimeters in this case, or we put centimeters squared. So you might really like doing that. I do want to let you know too that it doesn't matter which side is the length and which is the width. We could call this the length if we want to, and this the width, as long as whatever we call the length, the opposite side is also called the length. Okay, so if I'm calling this the length, this will be the length. If I decide I want this to be the length, that's fine. This can be the length, but this has to be the other length, okay? And vice versa. I can call this width, I could call this width, it doesn't matter. But I can't call this length and then say I want this to be the length as well. I can't do that. They have to be opposite each other. Okay. All right, so that's all there is with that. When you're done with this activity, you're going to go ahead back to, I have to get this to come down so I can make it smaller. The classroom, and there will be another activity in there. It's the next one under geometry, and it will just come up automatically for you, but I'm scrolling down to it. And it is right here called Area and Perimeter Party Designer. Okay, and it's a party being planned, and you're the top designer right now, right here, and how you're going to design it for us. So you'll go to Let's Go, and they're going to give you some directions over here. It's party time, and you're in charge of designing the floor plan. Click and drag the corners of the colored squares to create a room sections that have, and you have to scroll this down a little bit, so go right here, that have the correct area and perimeter. There are 6 different floor plans in all. So this is level 1. And I think it's telling me that I am going to have to stop casting this in 10 seconds. So I think I will do a second video to go ahead and show you how to use this game. This is a